adjust our camera somewhat, though the tension of the back cord is affecting. What's the word? The angle? We'll deal with it. I'll deal with you, back cord. It is so nice to see you here, once again, in front of Alan Wake's typewriter. Deep in the woods. So very deep we may never be found again. If memory serves, after 13 long, desperately lonely years, we have seen Alan Wake in physical form. Muddied, but otherwise physically unharmed? Mentally, ooh. We're not sure yet. Since we have been so beautifully introduced to Saga, I think we can take a look at these customization options now. The default windbreaker, maybe these are all the customization options I have. Maybe that's the problem. Ah, cool. It's default. I thought that was the category and then what it was. There are two options. I'm so glad. Would be nice to rep the Oh Dear Diner. I wouldn't mind that one bit. But her normal sweater is so cool, I can't rob her of that. Digital deluxe shotgun? Don't even know if I've unlocked that yet. It's probably the one weapon I have unlocked, so let's try it. Alan, you're looking lovely. Look at the texture on that bad boy. And I don't mean the suit. What does your celebrity suit look like? Smooth. I like it. Very John Wick-esque. Pre-order revolver? I love a pearl handle. This weapon, the double-barreled, I definitely do not have. So, all but the Oh Dear Diner sweater. Now it feels like it's left out. And it is a bit of red on red. Bit of a hat on a hat there, so that we could. Now I've just switched all of them, and it feels a little basic. I'll take it. What am I, if not a little basic? It is so nice to see you there. Alan is looking dapper indeed. He's had 13 years to work with his stylist on it. Pardon. A few cheeky little sips. I guess technically they're lippy. I'm not... You know. You know what I mean. Back into it. Welcome. Wonk. I can't wait to hear how Harvester ended last night. I hope it involved meat and some quality time. Now, I'm I'm desperate for audio. Mm, I don't know why it's doing that. It seems to have a little trouble loading the audio. Here we are playing within the first 2 days of release. This is the risk we take. We fixed it last time. I believe just by unplugging and replugging. Let me try something real quick.
FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger.
Dark presence in the room.
Thanks. Got it.
Presence is probably the room with us now. There he is.
Hey!
You wet little cutie. Get over here. Let me baby you.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down.
Certainly did.
I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
That suit
13.
perhaps looks even better, buddy. I like it. End of chapter. So that was the stream. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate your time, and I'll see you for the next one. 7 minutes. We did it.
In the dark, miles
Love the
apart.
music they use and the effort that they go to create and use said music.
Where did you go?
I saw a tweet.
All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey,
That's your pop-pop.
say hello to Alan Wake. Mr.
That's
Wake,
Daddy.
this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there
that's
might be
windbreaker.
evidence we missed earlier.
Okay.
Never
See
felt
you there.
better. As I was saying, I'm so sorry. I will
Alex
not
Casey.
interrupt
How?
cheekbones.
Am I...
But I saw a tweet from the official Alan Wake account that said that they've worked really hard to license all of the music for the game so that there will not be DMCA takedowns or whatever. And that if you have any issues with it, please contact them and they'll help resolve. It's that is such a generous and wonderful step for a production company to take. Or a developer, which is more accurate. So we are still Saga. Alan exists again. Oh God, it's been so long. One thing that's very interesting to me about what he said, as I ramble off into my tangential conspiracies, is that it's in the first game, the Dark Presence, whatever it be, had taken the form of Barbara Jagger, who was the sacrifice, or whatever you would call it, of that age. Now that Alan has been the prisoner of the Dark Presence for 13 years, he specifically said, "Scratch, where's my face?" He is the Dark Presence, or the Dark Presence is Mr. Scratch. Now, so it's interesting to me that he has assumed that role from Barbara Jagger, which is very obvious, but it's nice to see it flat out stated.
Is this the dark place? No, it can't be.
I have
got
so
out.
many questions, 13 years worth of questions, trying to
Yes,
slowly
the
resolve
PI from your
themselves.
books has the same name as me. Great.
Should probably
Moving
stop
on.
shining this flashlight in his eyes, but I'm having fun with it.
It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Just get your bearings, then we'll head
Need
out.
some snacks?
I
First?
need another minute. Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought I'd never see this
Got
place
some
again.
gummy sharks in my
Take your
back
time.
pocket.
But you should know these woods
They
aren't the
are-
safest.
Warm.
Yeah.
So, hope that's palatable to you.
Dark. You have a
Oh my
flashlight?
God, I can't believe I'm standing where Alan
It's
Wake
not safe without
appeared.
light.
Ah!
And a gun.
Okay, it's fine.
You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it.
I will.
They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake.
They have information about your vitals. I'll keep looking. Alright, I just want to sit there and listen to them all day, but let's start swooping the beach before anything else bad happens. It does look like it's still dangerously close to sunset, but maybe I spent more time traveling through the forest subway station than I think, and it's sunrise? I would love for it to be sunrise instead. I'm so tired. In the real world, in the neck of my woods, it is currently 25 degrees outside. And it's supposed to make it down to 9 degrees Fahrenheit by nightfall. So I can feel the cold air wafting in from under the door frame. I guess under the door would be the technical way of saying it. So it does kind of look like I could clamber up over there, or I can go underneath the log. Which one will lead me to more collectibles? That's my only concern, really. It is so gorgeous, after how beautifully Control was constructed, but how it's mostly interior, brutalist concrete architecture. It is nice to be back out in the woods. They have really outdone themselves with the lighting and such. Just gorgeous. Oh no! I didn't even see you here, sir. Can I fetch you a lozenge? Would that help? I'm so sorry for whatever happened. Alan, did you eat this poor man? He was just minding his own. No need to eat his shoulder blades. Like a feral cat, I guess. The first thing that comes to mind that would eat your shoulder blades in a heartbeat. I am paranoid. And also need to reload. Good. I have no shotgun shells. What a shame it is. Can I go under this driftwood too? Or is this the end of the playable area? Aha! There's a chest. I see you over there, chest. Yuck. It's just a piece of driftwood, but it looks... yuck. I was thinking, by the way, about that. I thought that the spruce tree, the double triangle, was a symbol on one of the Ocean View motel doors, but I remembered and looked up. It wasn't just a feat of my genius. The reference to the spruce tree was actually in the Take Control reversed lyrics section that eventually leads you to like the secret area in the Alan Wake DLC expansion of Control. So the first line of the reversed lyrics is like, landing on the pillar star and continuing on to the red room, which is like the directions to get you to that note about how Tor and Odin Anderson ended up in the retirement home. So it's like that part was resolved. They ended up in Valhalla, which I love. That part of the note was resolved, but there was another section of the reverse lyrics that didn't really have anything to do with the secret area. And it was like, in their drunken fever state, seeing double profoundly, the pyramid becomes a spruce tree. So it's like the singular triangle symbol of the pyramid, the board, from Control. If you are in a drunken state, seeing double profoundly becomes the spruce tree. Was the reference I was trying to dig up from the gray matter last time. And so it's nice that perhaps part of the other mystery of the reverse lyrics in Control has been resolved. Is that a Raspberry Pi? Are we having Raspberry Pi right now? This is not a lot of input information. I'm guessing it's 4, as most things seem to be, but it could just be 3. And which would those be? I wonder. You gonna tell me? Oh, well, that worked. Okay. Just brute force it. Start from the bottom. There it is. Alright. Don't lock me out. What's your password policy? Remember, they look like us, but they aren't. They are like animals, and it's our job to hunt them and gut them. What did animals ever do to you? That's how you would treat anything that resembles animals. We have a flare. I'm sure that will come in handy. I don't know what that was I just picked up. Shotgun shells, please? Please and thank you. Alright. Stash found at the Cauldron Lake shoreline. Inventory. Shotgun ammo. Great. I should put some of those in shotgun. A throwable and detonatable gas canister. Good. And a throwable flare. Can be held in hand or thrown. What was the other fanny pack that I picked up? I'd like to know who's packing my fanny. Wait. Shotgun. Those have been spent for a good hour now, and yet they were still smoking as I pulled them out. Alright, let's go back to pistol. Anything else back here in the drift? Speak now, or forever hold your wood. Wait. There's that early morning sauce. I'm sorry. I tried to contain it. I tried so hard. And I didn't get very far at all. And now we're right back around in the end, which is also quite saucy, and it just oozes out of me as a natural byproduct. Gross. Why would you say that? Alright. So I'm leaving my favorite person in the entire world in the capable hands of Cheekbones McCasey. And I am very, very far away, deep in the woods, alone, and shivering. Now, is there actually a path through the ladle? And was there always? Because I do seem to remember coming up from that shoreline as the delightfully nude Robert Nightingale. Yeah, this is absolutely where we shoved the heart into Barbara. So it's like when we started the game, and we were Nightingale, we were able to climb up here and walk right through. But then, as we arrived in Bright Falls as our FBI contingent, it was closed off by some dingy presence. Is that what I did during that one? There was one combat encounter where I spun around. It's a feature. I see now. Alright. Oh, please. Don't musically sting. Sting on me. Whoa, wolves! In the forest. Oh no. Oh no. Doesn't really seem to care about the flashlight. as I had hoped he would. Can we be friends? I'm begging you to please let us be friends. Really doesn't care about the flashlight. Okay. It's not much. Small. Wish I had a small knife. Oh, that'd be fun. If I had a small knife. Oh, such a waste. What a shame that was. Let's try it again and save some of that ammo. Goodness. It is so nice to see you
Work the
guys.
next steps out on the case
For
board.
joining me, even as I die pitifully in the woods. Durable little popper, it's true. Thank you for my quick turn advice. I don't want to be wasting shotgun shells on a small wolf. Going by fantasy enemy logic. It will only get worse from here. I'm sorry. You're so cute and I love you. Please stop biting me. Ow! I mean, I could just run to the light. But I don't know if wolves follow Taken rules. If indeed the wolf is taken. Thanks. Thanks for that, electrical generator. Appreciate ya. No. Beg of thee, no. Waste it again. Alright. Oh. He's right behind me, isn't he? He's sniffing me in the windbreaker. Ah, safe zone. I don't think there's, like, experience to be gained necessarily from killing things, so if I can run away, I'll happily run away. Quick save. What a lovely little animation that is. There's moths in my Danish. You stay away from me, bloated corpses. I'm in the safe room. Okay. Like this. Could I use this? I'm not so good at, you know, the aiming, but the wildly swinging my arms in front of me, I'm okay at. We could start there. Casey had better be watching Alan's ass out there in the dark. I mean, I know I was. I'm sure there's nothing else to grab from here, but I'm always curious if something's changed. Already read that journal. I do wonder who is the Cynthia Weaver of this cycle. We know who the Barbara Jagger is. Rose kinda still seems to be Rose. I don't know if we're gonna get another Nightingale. Not after the accident. I'm just gonna race through the woods until I feel teeth. It's worked for me before. Give for a nice warm bed right about now. Seems a little less dark up here where the rays of sun can still tickle me gently. Goodness, I appreciate that. Please tickle me gently. It's been a while since
I
I've
can't
been
leave
in
here
my
yet.
mind place.
Lots of work left to do.
Okay. I was just trying to escape. What do we need to do? I should have taken the advantage of being in the safe house to access my mind place. And at least put that clue, that stash box clue in its proper place. I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll be fine here. No big deal. And to get there, there's my mind. All right. Case closed.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster.
Dear.
After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the
What
connection?
is it that happened 13 years ago?
What kind of case is this?
It would be a lot easier if the FBC shared their files. She would already know. I killed Nightingale. I had to. He was a monster. Ugh. And nude. The flooding around Cauldron Lake receded afterward. Nothing about this makes rational sense. We found Alan Wake, a writer missing for 13 years, at the shore of the lake. Hopefully he can shed some light on this. It's a flashlight joke. You'll get it when you're older. Cult stashes. This one would be in Cauldron Lake. Boop.
Okay.
Lovely. Cult of the Tree has a new clue. Remember, they look like us, but they aren't. Probably a psychological statement. Dehumanizing their victims. They are the predators, their victims are just prey.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I?
Muttering obviously to themselves.
I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
Nightingale.
He'd been on the
dark
trail of the
place.
writer forever. The writer he despised. Hemingway, Bukowski, Wake. I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels, from the Dark City, into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something, a presence, rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The writer's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. Occultists lean close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd be caught, murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch up from the lake that was not the lake.
We may have read those previously, but then it jumped us back. Just a touch to that end chapter cutscene. Alright, so what is it that I'm actually looking for down here that allows me to not leave? We started on the shoreline. We seemingly have not been to Crow's Foot Hills yet. Not sure. Not sure what my... Take the car back to Bright Falls and optionally investigate the previously flooded area. We got the stash from the previously flooded area. What else am I missing? I still don't have enough for any weapon upgrades. I don't believe we have any profiling to do. Let's get back out there. So, no real reason, it seems, to bump around in the dark here. Back down where the wolf was, in addition to the shore of the lake, would also be considered a previously flooded area, so maybe it's like you're supposed to kill the wolf, and then your optional objective will go away. I have, as we all saw, pitifully failed to kill the wolf, both due to my general lack of combat prowess and also my compassion for the wolf. If I had to lay an excuse at your feet... Oh, I don't want to kill him. It's not that I'm bad, see? It's not that I'm bad. It's partially that I'm bad, see? So let's go back down to the low ground. As you put an optional objective in front of me, I'm going to want to gnaw on it for a while. Though it is nice that we now have a save. I will save it again. Just in case. I do wish that light also healed you. That would be nice. It's a bit much to ask, I know. But ooh, how I wish and wish. So pretty much right at the feet of this is wolf territory. I don't like it. That was a warning. Let that be a warning to you. It's a wild overcalculation. Oh, please. Don't do this. I completely failed to shoot, despite how hard I was pressing the button. You just let him kill us and load it. I'm thinking maybe one careful application of a shotgun shell would help here. Let's save some pistol ammo and go back. Learn an enemy's weakness to defeat them more efficiently. The face? I'm just guessing here. Usually the face? So I need to be real careful. I've only got 4 of these. He's only got the one face. I'm guessing even a direct hit is not going to take him out in one shot. I would love for that to be true. Seems quiet. Snuffles? Snuffles, my love. Have you decided to become friends with me? There's nothing that would make me happier. I was just waiting in ambush. The moment when I least expected. We will await that moment. Until then, hooray. Maybe he's scared of the shotgun. I would be too. Saga burns away the dark substance.
Saga pointed the flashlight at the strange, dark substance. The same substance Nightingale had left at the morgue. There was something hidden under it. She strained to see. The opposite of sunspots in her eyes. Blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance. A feedback loop, surging up her arm. Saga squeezed the flashlight, willing it to penetrate the dark matter. Burn it away.
It's one hell of a flashlight. squeezable in times of distress. I am so very worried about Saga and her beautiful daughter. Ooh. Cynthia?
A locked
Who's
box.
doing this?
Is that the cult of the tree
Who's
symbol
doing
on
this,
it?
Cynthia? Light bulb. What am I looking for? Cult necklace? No. Foolish. Alright, I'll follow the glow, then. Follow the illumination to the key. What's this? Also, where's the wolf? I mean, I'm having a ball just exploring the woods, but the wolf is definitely alive and hungry and wearing grandmother's garters. This is the opposite direction from where the glow paint is telling me to go, but I'm too curious. All right, we'll get back to you. Strange pathway. Gotta go find this key. As soon as I pick this up, they're going to appear, aren't they? It'd be very generous of them not to. I'd thank them in a news editorial, if that were the case. To whom it may concern, down by the stream side, you did not ambush me as I picked up your cultist key.
Notes and ammo. Looks like they're
Cultist
tools of the
watching.
trade.
Right now. It's a good thing I remembered to put on my pants. There's another one we can add to the board. Alright, that box is open. The one near us is open. Let's check down this pathway. As this of all places would have been previously flooded and inaccessible. Descending into the lowlands. What a luscious bridge. Hello, hello. Nice to see you there. What if we kissed on the little red bridge by the lake? It's just a suggestion. Stream side. Hey, nice to see you there. They've been making films. Is this another murder site? Where they've been making those films? Gorgeous.
A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan.
You can't just take evidence from the murder scene and give it to your daughter as a souvenir. That's not how the FBI works,
There's something
madam.
written here. A poem? Or a riddle?
Nursery rhymes. I don't like the fact that they're filming the nursery rhymes. There's nothing good that can come of that.
Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
One bird for light, two for darkness, three birds for a fight, four for a struggle, five birds for injury, six for misery, seven for the ending, whatever it may be. That's deeply unpleasant. There's a hair in my mouth, and I tried to push it to the forefront, and it disappeared. Alrighty. Just a little extra fiber, I guess. One bird for light. I have one bird on my little crow, and there's a light. It seems a little obvious. Perhaps a little too obvious.
Something feels different. I should look around.
Hey, cutie. Oh, you gave me shock. Oh, thank you. What a sweetheart. Alright, something feels different. You should look around.
A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me.
Place the
Huh.
charm slots in the inventory.
That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
Oh my god. The Federal Bureau of Control. We're overlapping. It's coming together. It's the crossover event of the season. Alrighty. Can I keep the crow doll? Seemingly, yeah. Something stuck in my throat. I wonder what it is. That's going to become a problem. If it gets lodged in my esophageal walls, I'm sure I'll hack it up like a distressed cat later, off camera. It'll be fine. Hey, as long as it's your own hair, that's fine, right? There are no guarantees. I hope that there are. I hope that there are guarantees. I wanted to check. Put this back on the board. Nursery Rhymes, a brand new file with 7 clues already, alright?
Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
Yeah, no weirder. Bright Falls Rhymes. Versus, I assume, Cauldron Lake Rhymes. Strange dolls. Do we have the crow? There you are, little buddy. Little cutie pants. Kind of reads more like an owl to me. There is some discussion ongoing. Reenacting the rhyme made the environment change.
Think.
Should look around a little more in that regard. No? I beg of you, place thyself. What are these? Who made them? Okay. Completing the puzzle made the world change.
Nah.
Probably because it's Cauldron Lake. There we are. Nah. I love Saga. A rhyme about counting crows. Each number of crows has a different meaning. A strange rhyme on a sheet of paper with children's drawings. Children? I guess children made them? What is this setup? Why the tripod? Is it some kind of experiment?
Makes sense.
Alright. I would love to save it again after collecting said nursery rhyme. So what are the footprints that they show us in that Polaroid? Where did that change? I see no such footprints. But I haven't been searching for very long. Another box of goodies. Also a safe area, which makes me wonder if I'm going to die. Oh, a safe area, great! Good news! Seems like clamber on up this way. That might be taking me out of Lake Recesian territory. It's probably not a word. Witchfinder's Station. I've seen the signs. Ah, another tripod. Is this the station? Alright. Finally. A lovely curved seat for me to rest my weary tuchus.
Another one of those rhymes.
Delightful. So what has the FBC been doing out here? And this looks like older equipment, not necessarily state-of-the-art, that they just leave it. During their investigation in, like, the 60s? I know they were here in the 60s with the whole Barbara Jagger incident. Then they were here in 2010 after the Alan Wake event. The AWE, if you will. So this kind of seems more like the 60s style? But that would be even bigger, like camera-wise, I would think. It's quite compact for a 60s portable camera. Then again, the FBC is just sort of that style, not necessarily a good indication of time. Okay, so assuming we need to find another doll to answer this one, let's go ahead and just give it a peek while we're here. Seem to remember a no cell phones thing. Yeah, like they would always use older equipment that couldn't be as easily manipulated. Alright. Come into my yacht and have a little candy, young boy. I'm just assuming from the story. The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved most. Candy? I mean, the only answer can be candy. What do you love most? Candy. Not yachts. Ugh. Upkeep cost alone. No, candy is cheap and good. Returned to find she'd lost the things she loved most. I guess what the doll is may also be important. Cute. Cute little coops. Cute little bench. This must have been sort of like isolated. With flooding in the valley between, but it doesn't look like any of this has suffered water damage necessarily. It must be higher up than where Alan appeared now. I wish I could zoom in a little better. Ooh, enter password. Jesse. Dylan. Artie. Keep looking around. Should probably use those while I'm on the mind path of it. That was quite a bit of moaning you did there, Saga. Was the bandage made of acid? Are you okay? Baby's toys. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see in an old abandoned cabin. Mr. Moose, how did you get here? You're supposed to be at the diner. The Beast Within by Julia Levine. Are you sure there aren't any, what was it called? Threshold Kids? Sure you don't have any Threshold Kids episodes for me? Because I would pay you so much money. I would pay you all of the money that I have, which is like $17 for a new episode of Threshold Kids. Burly woodsman lumbering through the underbrush, if you know what I'm saying. No doll yet. We continue. What do we have here? Tip of the day. When nature calls on a hike, check the direction of the wind before answering. Ew. Observations. Hikers have broken off branches of some of the trees down by the lake to make an illegal fire. Tried to fix some of the damage, doused the area. With what? Did nature call? Oh! Maybe put up more instructional signs. I also found some tracks I couldn't recognize. Pretty big. A wolverine? Hugh Jackman has been here. Or footprints that were smeared. Either way, they were wandering around in strange patterns. Might be a sick animal. We'll need to keep an eye out. Poem of the day. The sun, as she sleeps, knows not the woes of men who toss and turn and worry and fret and wish they had her blissful slumber. Picked up a bunch of trash left by tourists, despite posted guidance. Humans are the worst. Thought of the day. Every majestic pine was once just a wee acorn. A lot of new growth in the area. Some of the saplings I planted earlier are really thriving. Must be all this rain. I don't mind it either. Great sounds to sleep to. It's amazing what a good night's rest and a warm cup of tea can do. I like whoever was stationed here. They're my kind of person. Poems of the day. Hideous distaste for humanity. All right. Excuse me. Still trying to dislodge that. If I start to choke, you go ahead and you let me die, and then you delete my browser history. Log in remotely to delete my browser history.
Rest easy, buddy.
But you let me die. That was a very dark but tender moment. I appreciated it. Intimacy of the darkness as I sheathed my flashlight. Aha! The guest bathroom. Here's where they've been hoarding all the TP. No radio programs for me. It's about $6 million in cash in this duffel. And a dollhouse. Well, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pack it up. Pack it on up back to the car, Casey. It's my first official FBC collectible item. Here we go. We're doing it. Research into the reality-altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area, utilizing fiction and art as a source, and then manifesting the results into existence. Methodology. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events, after which they serve as the source of their own inspiration, just casually explaining the entire plot of Alan Wake, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme texts with a specific function, and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful testing process, with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting itself in real life. There was a wolf. There was a wolf in the first nursery rhyme. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data, with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing, based on our results. God, I've missed the cold, clinical documentation of the FBC. Duck wearing boots. Direct your attention. This is important stuff. Duck wearing boots, guys. Duck wearing boots, everybody. Interesting. Are there actually children involved? I'm assuming they're using, like, director candidates for their testing. Hero doll. That must be what I'm looking for. Also a wolf doll. That must be what I'm looking for. Now I'm confused. Test sites in Cauldron Lake, Witchfinder Station, Streamside, and the Cauldron Lake rental cabins. I will need to be on the lookout for that third site. Cauldron Lake rental cabins. Because the other two I have found. One of which I have brilliantly solved. With my powers of deduction and my thick, thick thighs. Gross. Alright. Let's take this wolf doll down. That seems to be the symbol necessary in all of their testing. Mr. Moose, you're supposed to be at the diner. I will not tell you again. I did not seem to find a code. Which makes me wonder. Leads me to wonder. It's on this post-it note that I cannot read because it's too shiny. Please, I beg of you. 2547? Is it? 2617? Must be 4. I don't know why that's so very, very blurry. Is there like a photo mode? Do you got a photo mode? No? Okay. Sorry I asked. Should be able to read it, but I just cannot for some reason. I think it's either 2547 or 2647. Let's try both. But it's like 6 digits, so that doesn't help. Brilliant. All right. Project Nursery Rhymes, working title. Dr. Eugene Campbell, Dr. Marmont. Don't necessarily recognize those names from prior documentation. I've received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology... Oh, in mythology, folklore, and writing. Sorry, I was thinking along the wrong lines. And writing will indeed lend the needed credibility to the project in both leading it and creating the testing material. Department of Parafictional Research. That's a new one. And I like it. Dr. Campbell. Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, here's the promised update on the project's first experimentations. The test items used were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, baby doll, if I can call you that. The iconographic nature of the test items was hypothesized to be beneficial for these research purposes. Test results negative. Only Alan has this kind of power. Or Thomas Zane. I will continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios. No response from you is necessary, please. I haven't the time. Ah, you sicken me. Alright. We now have 14, technically 16 shotgun shells. That pleases me. Whew. I can actually start using the shotgun. Did I look in here? Yes. This was the kitchen. Alright, we should be able to go back out to the nursery rhyme ritual site, which is super fun to say. And we have a wolf doll. We also have a hero doll. He did say in his experiment update, plastic animal figurines, dolls, and other toys. So it's not necessarily the wolf doll. We already used the bird at the other site, but we picked it up, so there's no indication we can't use it again. Or that multiple dolls aren't involved. The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved most. There isn't really a home symbol. There's a woods. I get eyesight is probably a thing the hero loves. But I don't know. Would it be candy? Did the hero have like a little baby chick? Half-hatched? And just so cute. Does the hero regurgitate to feed the baby birds? I have questions. Does the hero just love boats? Boats are home. Boats, boats, boats. Candy. Seems like a bad idea to just randomly play with the ritual that is supposed to affect reality, and does, according to the other site. It's not candy. That's not what the hero loves most. Baby bird? No. The woods. We're just going halfway through the story. Maybe we need both, the wolf and the hero. So where's the wolf in the story? From the woods came the wolf. Boop. And the hero loves candy. We've tried that, but it's the only thing I can think of. Now that the wolf is in place. You love candy, right? You love the experience of sight.
Nah.
Nobody loves the experience of sight. It's boats.
I have a
Boats,
weird
boats, boats.
feeling something's changed.
Something has indeed changed, and there's somebody being murdered in the woods. Now there's paw prints.
What is this?
A dark substance appears. Gross. Mop it up. Let's check the house for changes.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. I'm scared. It's a big bad wolf. Oh, good. Good. That's where the babies were. Alrighty. Alrighty. Doesn't seem to be an actual dark substance.
Another charm for my bracelet.
It's that little coffee cup. It's so cute. Show me. Show me more. I guess I need to unlock new bracelet slots. I only have one available. Or I just need to equip them from here. Hammer charm. Attacks stagger enemies more often. Coffee mug saves you from death, but shatters in the process. I don't want to shatter my cute little coffee mug. I will put this one on, as there seems to be no downside. Lovely. And those are all of my charms. Okay. Thank you, what was once babies, but is now naught but goo. Thank you for these charms. Charmed, I'm sure. Alright, so there's one more ritual site at the rental cabins. I seemingly still have the optional investigative thing. I wonder if it's due to that ritual site, or if there's something else here in the lowlands that I'm still missing. Let's go backwards away from the cabin, see what we can find. I mean, we can go front ways, it's just at the back of the cabin, I mean.
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done
Good.
here.
Oh, just
I'll meet you
terribly.
at the parking lot.
Thanks for asking. Aha, finally. Our optional
I've been
goal is
thinking more
resolved.
about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet. Another one of those lunch boxes.
Hello, hello. So nice to see you there. The power is on and coffee is brewing. Was the power off? Overnight? I'm so sorry. Welcome back to hot coffee and warmth. Let's back it on up by all means. Going backwards from the cabin. Obviously, you're going to succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh. The hero's journey would mean nothing if you weren't the hero. The texture on these rocks is, stunning. Have they been wrapped in twine? Are they made entirely of twine? Or is that just a feature of the painting style to give it that texture? Either way, gorgeous. Does kind of look like Easter eggs, which is a fun thing to put in a video game. Wink, wink. But I'm sure that it must be some sort of traditional Finnish decorative stones, or a Washingtonian thing, I'm not sure. Whenever you take a bath, remember to always wash your Tonians. 'Cause they get so much gunk crammed in there. Wash your Tonians. Ah, there's something hideous beneath the... Oh, good, it's nothing. I just thought for a moment. But no. It is quite moody down in the forest at night. Even in the first game, they did such a good job of kicking up the wind and having it rustle through the branches in a manner most frightening, but here it's more of a, like, constant, oppressive, claustrophobic sort of forest, which is delightful. So easy to get lost in. Oh, come on, I'm curious. I'm so curious, Saga. Step over. Fine. So that will take me back up. I do want to make sure I'm not missing anything under the bridge. Like a sneaky little troll situation. What's this? 7 minus 2. Why, that would be 5. Is that one part of a combination I'll need? Uh-huh. 6 plus 2. Why, that would be 8. I can do some basic arithmetic, that's fine. Let's not make it any more complicated. Don't you throw a division symbol at me, I'll be shit out of luck. Glad we checked down here, though. There's definitely something lurking. Hmm? Alright. There it is. 3 plus 3? So 685. And the combination lock we're looking for. That was 6, wasn't it? Maybe I'm misremembering now. In the confusion. 7 minus 2, 5. 8. 6. Yeah, I was right. I just mixed them all the way around. There wasn't another one over there, was it? 4 numbers? No!
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
I don't know which order these need to be in. Rock, rock, tree. Are you bright enough? Rock, rock, tree. So we know that 8 is the final number. That was a plus, right? Good. So it's either 658 or 568. I would start with 5. Were I in charge of designing it, but it wasn't. That's why I'm not in charge of designing it. Are you one of us, or are you one of them? Sorry, I choked on a biscotti. Stash found near a creek. So glad we checked. Your neighbor kids are outside running wild through the puddles. It's 60 degrees out and they are having a blast. 60 degrees? What a tropical paradise. Let me see what the current update is now that the sun has risen. It is 25. 25 degrees still. We have a light dusting of snow, but we're expected to get like 6, 8 inches. I'm not bragging. I'm not. No. Alright, I thought there was a path up, somewhere near this corner, but I must have missed it. There's my path up. Why are you shimmering up there? Stop shimmering up there. How is your coffee this morning? Delightful. It's got a little bit of that caramel syrup in it. Well, that's my favorite. I have fresh milk that I purchased as one of those staple items you get for yourself before potentially being snowed in. But I did not put it in the coffee, as I did not remember that I had it when I made my coffee. But now that I'm so caffeinated, I remember that I have it. But it's in the other room now. It's in the other room where I keep cold things. There it is. The network leads me deeper into the dark. I cannot help it. I am a sucker for network.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Thank you. I looked down at the rippling water. The moonlight danced over each and every little wave, a marching band of shimmering light. Lonely and cold, I hugged myself inside. Wow, I feel called out. I thought of him. Then the surface of the lake calmed, and like a spectral surprise, he was there, his face smiling at me, reflected in the water. I looked up, not daring to believe it was true, but it was true. He was there, my love, my savior, my writer. I do wonder, the implication, like the heavy implication from the end of the first Alan Wake, is Rose was sitting in the window with the lamp lady's lantern, indicating that Rose is the Cynthia Weaver of the next cycle. So I do kind of wonder if Rose is the one leaving these notes, and pining over dear Alan, as we all have for the last decade. I'm sure they'll let us know. There's no need for me to speculate, but here I am. I'm going to take the risk of being safe behind the guardianship of these crocheted treats. Let's try to throw a couple of these stashes up while we have the chance, so that they don't back up in traffic. Boop. All of these are still Cauldron Lake. I haven't found much in the way of lunchboxes in town. I'm sure once we start delving into people's basements, that will change. We might be getting close to all of the lunchboxes from Cauldron Lake. I'm not sure how many total. Nursery rhymes. So much to catch up on here. A dark substance appeared when the rhyme was completed. What are these? Rhyme found outside the Cauldron Lake. Ranger cabin. Cauldron Lake. An email from the author of the rhymes, Dr. Eugene Campbell. You've taken a Polaroid of an email. You are on top of it, Saga. Cutting edge. I guess that would be a who made them. Nice. No? Interesting. Cauldron Lake, then? There it is. Wolf doll used to solve the rhyme. Hero doll. FBC file on the reality-altering effects of the nursery rhymes. Beautiful.
The FBC is
All right,
definitely
we're all caught
playing
up.
with things they don't fully understand. And that
Saga
always
says
goes
that
well.
as though she knows what the FBC is. Does she have that kind of clearance? Alright, one moment. And we're back. Alright, I'm still trying to make it back to the car, but my question is... Let's go to the map. Cauldron Lake rental cabins. These ones up here. I would very much like to stop in there. We should also swing into the witch's hut and quick save it before doing anything else at all. So much progress we've made. Also do wonder what this question mark, this point of interest out here is. So maybe we could make our way up there, grab the question mark, get to the rental cabins, look for the rhyme before we return to the parking lot. My car! So, Witch's Hut first. Witch Hut? You know Witch Hut. Stop playing coy. That's it right up there. Don't get killed by shadow figures on the way. It's my only request. Hey, oh, hey. Oh, Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, Ah. Steamy. That's good stuff. Alright. So we want to go out this way and then take a left. Haul ourselves past the question mark. Point interestedly, and then we'll be free. Free to go. Could probably push a little deeper past the general store until we hit the main road. Otherwise, it's a little labyrinthine. Past the general store. Did you guys hear someone chuckling?
Darkness flowed from the Cauldron Lake.
Someone is chuckling. I see you.
Wasn't the lake?
Please die. So much ammo it takes. The pivot to full-on survival horror. Hugely effective. Terrifying. My ammo stores, though. Used to be able to, like, count out how many shots it would take. Pew, pew, pew. And they burst in a glorious display. But now, it's highly dependent on which part of their nipples I'm hurting them in. And it's hard to keep track. Hard to keep track of their nipples. Alright, we're at the road. I want to go straight north until we hit a rightward curvy path, which is some distance away. How many weapon upgrades? 26. What? That jumped up quick. We have the sawed-off, we have the pistol. I'm not sure what should be my, like, go-to weapon. Probably the pistol. Considering I will find more ammo for it than most, I assume. 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy. How about to kill them? Could I bargain with you to kill an enemy after 2 headshots in quick succession? Auto fire mode, that's even more devastating to my ammo stores. It's like this is the only one that would really be useful. But that's just increasing my magazine size, not the amount of bullets I will find. I'm gonna wait on it. Probably unwise. Should start now. Alright, and back to the map. Gonna need to reference that quickly. Whew. Down the road. Up the road? Going north. Does direction equate to up or down? I have so many questions.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
If you're going downhill, but you're facing north, are you going up there or down there? I would say down there, regardless of direction. It's really not important. Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. Speak for yourself. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. Yeah, I'm having a great day. I guess I can ignore it. Alright. So, question answered. I was wondering, what are these red sections on the map? It's stuff that's fallen on the road. So we have to hug the left all the way around to get past these. But I'm glad we came this way to get that lunchbox firsthand. We will go around the block, and I'll be right back with you. What a privilege it is to be playing Alan Wake again. I do not want to take a single solitary moment of it for granted. It's just the witch's hut light, right? That's not a man. shivering in the darkness, shadowy and grotesque, with his angular butt bones poking and poking at me. Right? You promise? Swear to God, if I get poked by an angular butt bone, I'm holding you personally responsible. Alright, somewhere around here. This is probably the start of the labyrinthine path. And just on the second curve of it is what I'm looking for. So straight across. And we'll see what we can see. Mirror Peak. I could have sworn we activated this. Let's see what it looks like after we read it once more. Maybe I forgot to hover over it, and that I just read it from the sign. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. It is erect from the right angle. Its beauty will be reflected, sorry, I read that wrong, on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. It seems to have resolved it. I must have just read it with my eyes instead of with my cursor, and ruined it for everyone. So, now we're just looking for the last nursery rhyme site near the rental cabins, which I'm assuming will also be an area we will get attacked in. But it is quite light up here, so maybe we're safe. And it's just a matter of puzzle solving. Frankly, I would appreciate the break, as would my ammo supplies. Aw, they're gonna do this to me, aren't they? They are indeed. They are indeed doing this to me. So we could access the rental cabins, but you can't access the rental cabins. Try the upward door there.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Work for this. I'm not even sure if it is like a lock that takes a key, or if we just need bolt cutters, or what the story is. Let's check if there's another entrance up here, or if the map is lying to us. Aw, cute little gazebo for smooching. Smooching, your best boy. Maybe even the gaffer. You shouldn't smooch the gaffer. He's got work to do. They've got work to do. Alright, is that indeed the area on the map? Seems to be. Not so much an entrance as just a little deck section. So, in order to get to the third ritual site, we seem to require bolt cutters, etc. And that's okay. Let's go back to the car. It should be somewhere out here. Just beyond the chain link. I've been apart from you, Alan, and it was so scary. There was a wolf, and then it disappeared. It got bored with me. And then there was a man, and his tummy was so resilient
Ready to go?
bullets. Yeah. I'm ready. Am I holding you up? Somewhere to be? Alan's depressed. I mean, I would be too if I was stuck in the dark place for 13 years. Slowly going mad, while an evil doppelganger of me messed with my wife's emotions.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad
Are
shouldn't
you-
even texted you.
Are you Logan?
No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally
So
fine.
scared.
I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep
Very
an eye
helpful.
out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
Oh, say goodbye to Logan. Say goodbye to Logan before it's too late. I'm so scared for that subplot. Now we're talking. I love this game. Dripping with style. Alan Wake in his classic American Nightmare get-up.
Is there anyone
Nice
you'd like us to
throwback.
reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
We
Dark
were
Presence got him.
not
Then-
friends. So,
That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about
anytime,
the pages.
anywhere, Alan.
You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can
Mr.
still be
Scratched
made out
out.
underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Back to
Did
the
you
Sam
write
Lake.
these
It's to be in the
pages,
room
Mr.
makes me
Wade?
I'm
so
trying
happy.
to remember it's a crazy jumble
Parfait of deliciousness.
like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember.
What do you remember, Mr. Wake? Mr. Door.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show.
AKA Mr. Hatch.
Latest book. Oh! And as usual, our housebound old gods of Asgard.
Late night.
Away, you crazy
Initiation
I have a
1.
talk show tonight. Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids.
Right out of control.
Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
I don't know, did you? Let's eat some Cheetos and find out. The hard-boiled diet. Not just eggs. No, you can hard-boil damn near anything. Avocado, that's it. Just those two.
I felt a strange pull toward the TV.
Go. This is amazing.
a warm welcome to Mr. Alan Wake. Oh! Right on! Good to see you, Alan. Great to see you. Welcome back to the show. Come on, come on.
Late
sit
Night
down,
Band
sit
is
down.
made up mostly of pirates, it seems.
Woo! Oh, man.
Yar.
It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
You could say
This is
that.
exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. Who left us on quite the cliffhanger? We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait.
Yep.
This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here.
Interrupting a
This is
thing.
good
I'm sorry I'm
stuff.
so quiet.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Man, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I'm expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
Here you go. Good to see you, Mr. Hatch.
Hello?
The pirates are gone.
I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Sure, he's got some gummy frogs back here. Let's check. Gummy frogs. No? Nothing? Not even a secret trap door escape slide? I thought every late night host had one. Behind the desk. I am curious. The old gods of Asgard. Because the book that he started writing at the end of the Writer DLC in the original Alan Wake was Return. So it's like now Initiation has come out. I mean, I'm sure he's had 13 years to change his mind. And he's tried multiple different escape plans to get out of the dark place. But are we in initiation
What the hell is that interview?
now? Is
Some kind of
initiation
joke?
playing out?
Initiation? I never
Or is
wrote a book
initiation
called
just a
Initiation.
device of
This
return?
felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story.
The mini fridge! This is where the gummy frogs. Come on, let me open it. Fine. Keep your gummy frogs. I only wanted the back legs. So stingy. I can't tell if my footsteps are making grunting noises or if somebody's in here with me. I think somebody's in here with me. Doesn't seem to be much backstage. Also interesting, the whole overlap between the forest when we were chasing Robert Nightingale and Caldera Street Station. Is that the New York City element that they were mentioning? I want to see more of that. I love the dual reality effect that they introduced in Control, and I'm sure is perfected here. I do wonder, I know dear Martin Hatch is no longer with us in the real world, but I do wonder if this is supposed to be the same character in the universe of Alan Wake. Dylan also mentioned Mr. Dorr in his ramblings while imprisoned. The band room.
Old gods of
Mind if I
Asgard.
do?
That name sounded familiar.
Knock knock, groupie here. Anyone looking for hot oil massages? Classic. 665. Take control. What does that say? It's too dark. It's too dark to read it. Alright, I guess no one needs hot oil massages. It was beyond my Mary then. There was a flash of Mr. Dorr right before the sheriff popped out of existence. Very curious. Makes me believe that all of Quantum Break is happening now. After Shawn Ashmore disappeared. Tim Breaker.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Dorr before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
Alex Casey, what are you doing in there? Alright. Interpretation of Many Worlds. Zane, classic in theaters. Thomas. Get out of here with that. The timeline of Thomas Zane is very intriguing to me. I must know more. 3-letter code.
Hey! I
See if
think I've
it's
been
in the
locked
interpretation of Many Worlds.
in. Anybody?
Fuck. Now I have to find the code myself. Great.
By Dr. Casper Darling. Oh! My darling. It's so good to see you again. You do not have a code for me, though, do you? Alright. That's fine. My dearest Casper. Just remembering that fantastic 80s music video he made. fight of my life. Hoop! Hee-hoo! To the basement! Come on, Alan. Be spry. You're still a spring chicken. Get up there. Be spry, for goodness sake, Alan. Seemingly no way back there? No way to the basement. Okay. So, Innie 665, the neighbor of the beast. The fact that they reward you for engaging with their past mythology, it just makes me so very
There was
happy.
something here.
It's a television.
A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that?
I hope it's a commercial.
A message?
Oh, it was very short.
Impossible to say.
I was hoping it was another Finnish Brothers commercial. And fuck the government. Murderer stalks the shadows. Murder cult rumors spread. Just like my butt cheeks? No, that's not. No. Watch your step. Janitor at work, is it? Jorveksluin. Limu. Lime and lemon. Finally in one. Ah! So fresh. Into the storage closet. It's so paranoid. Yeah, no, we understand, buddy. It's okay.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out.
Vibratory. Something that grunted in the dark corners, just in the periphery. Now we're talking. Augmented reality experience. To the stage. To the walls. I'm speaking.
This is the ritual to lead you on.
Waking up from the
Back in
nightmare,
old
I felt
bird
like
leg.
a drowning man gasping for air.
I'm gonna change it again.
This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about riding here for countless days.
Initiation, draft 1. This is that blackboard from the main menu I was so desperately hoping to see. But it doesn't have all the scratchies on it that it has in the main menu. Part 1, late night. Read me, beware scratch, Alice. Waking up to a nightmare, the dark place trapped. You must write to escape. I'll come back to you.
I had been writing. Initiation. You must write to escape.
Shing! Shing! What's out here? Peek through the eyes of the owl and see your future, Alan. Probably literally your future Alan. Who? Look at his cute little eyes. Aw. What a sweetheart. Alright, work on your draft, Alan. We don't have all day.
Blackboard for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far. But other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Do I have a hook for my flashlight in my celebrity suit? Is that what that is? It's a wonderful custom feature of my celebrity suit. Time to listen to some tunes. What stations do we get down here? Casper Darling's greatest 80s hits?
I couldn't leave. This wasn't the way out.
This is
I
a
had
very
to write
dreary,
more.
sterile room to be trapped in for 13 years, and there is, as you can see, no toilet. So one of these dark corners is just full of dookies. And I feel bad for Alan. Alright, time to click clack. Click click clack clack shing.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room, like a deep sea diver to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out.
Bring a clunky soup.
This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk show.
Here we go again. Places, everyone. Back to one. Memorize your script this time, man.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Welcome back. We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here, the best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this!
Be right with you. Just need to get out, grab some Cheetos again. I'm so peckish. Ooh, donuts. Do we have time? Do we have time for a donut? They're so sticky. I'll have to wash my hands afterwards. Okay, they're expecting me on stage. Sorry, I just thought I'd better not be sticky when I get out there. Boss.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
Oh, I'm very happy about it.
He looks exactly
doing
like
it.
I always imagined Casey to be.
He's doing the face.
It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so
Sam, you
much to
card.
me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more
privilege it
than
is
one
to be here
occasion,
for
you
this.
voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
I hope it's that wheelchair scene from that
This city
An
was
alien
an
movie.
old scar that refused to heal.
Good prank.
The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window. My own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table.
So many layers to
shaped
this
like
now.
an
It's
the only thing
blowing
to
my
shed
mind.
light on this sordid mystery.
It's like Casper is Alan Wake. And Max Payne is Casey,
Murder Case Casey.
who is also
Great
Director
job.
Trench.
Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
We're getting there, Alan. We're getting there. You have time. Let's take this in stages. Ha! No, it's just a little joke about the stage. It's not important. Where's the monster? Where did you put the monster this time, Alan? Is the monster inside of us all along? Is the monster our own crippling childhood doubts? About whether or not our future will turn out well, or if indeed even such a concept exists? Is that the monster? Is the monster the feeling of loneliness? When it's late at night and you suddenly have a spread of panic rising up your spine, goose pimpling your freckled back, and there's no one there for you, no one you can reach out to, as they are all asleep. It's the monster that time when you're just trying to adjust in a comfortable position on the couch as you watch television shows, and your foot starts cramping for no reason at all. Is that the monster? Five, 6, 5? Is that what they're trying to tell me? Mr. Door. He's still there. Oh, thank goodness. My constant. Hey now, I don't want to have an existential crisis before noon. It's about the foot cramping thing, isn't it? That was a step too far. I'm sorry. Lovely. Thanks, old gods. Appreciate you guiding me through this. We're gonna need some more tissues in here. Right next to the lotion. What are they implying? What are they implying? Probably that you should stay moisturized is all. That's all. Jarvex luvin meratakeran runon lausvihan Mysterinsen sveraisa Vitti elämän Olla synkyn voltameren varjois vaeltaa. Etsi tiettövalon luksi arman ainian. Got further this time.
Hello?
Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? I was just joking about the Jarvex Leuven, but it's... Janitor's office. Oh my god! Oh, give me a hug. I don't care that you're just a poster. Give me a hug right now.
Ah, Lorraine. There you are, Tom.
Yes, it's me. It's
Not
film
so
director
much
Thomas
evil,
Zane
but
here.
Not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Good to see you, my friend. Are you a hugger? Would you... I mean, I know you're like... God. But could I impose upon you for a quick smooch?
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
Totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now.
Love you.
The more cooks, the worse the soup.
Have we met? Hardly important. What's in the
What do you
basement?
want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katoppa, kun a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it.
Right where I left it.
As in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
Thank you. Oops, we've touched. Oh no, lingering. Lingering warmth of your hand against mine. Oh no. Sorry, this is incidental. Accidental? I don't know. Do you know how I can escape? You just told me to go get the shoebox, and then we can escape from there, but
I've been trying to find a way to
want to
escape
end this
the dark
conversation.
place. Any suggestions?
He who mulls about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
This seems insulting at this point, but just to hear more of his voice.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor?
I do.
You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take
Yes,
long when you get to work.
The janitor was a bit
Yes,
out
Daddy.
there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
What am I looking at here? It's some sort of crafting project. Loch Ness monsters? Is it a pair of broken sunglasses? What am I looking at, Audie? What's this picture? Oh, I wish someone would look at me like that. That would really warm my cockles. Well, I'm very hesitant to leave this room, as this is all I ever want to be. It's just in this room with Ahti. You and I together. No distractions. Can you aim at that calendar? Closer look. Seems to be about as close as I can get, sadly. As I use Ahti as a... planters? Maybe leaves coming out of them. Are there leaves coming out of you, Ahti? I could be your gardener. Better leave him in peace. Close his door, give him some privacy. Ah, what a privilege it is to be in his presence. Also to be in the presence of the toilets. That's something I can appreciate. Because I always get stage fright before I go on talk shows, and my tiny little bladder is weary from holding it. It's probably TMI. Why is the floor wet? Why caution? Looks like geese with 2 wheels in them. It's about as good of a guess as I can come up with, yeah. Alright, so this will lead us back and away. Is there anything else we needed to look at first? This way, perhaps? Ooh, the map. I'll take it. Oh, sweet, I didn't even try this. He has his own mind palace, one must assume. Ah, and it is indeed the bird leg cabin room. That makes sense. So we did kind of try it. So this is what Alan's mind looks like. Not quite as cozy as Saga's. But Alan works with what Alan has. So instead of clues for an investigation, he's putting together the plot based off of various points. Absolutely gorgeous. The map displays key locations in the area. Yeah, we were just there. We saw it. Maybe you could clear that message now. That'd be great. Basement shortcut in the janitor's room, but he has covered it. We tried. We tried to get in there. It did not work. So, just out here to the basement. All right. We're on the right track. Take me thence to the basement. Ah, here's where you failed to be a spring chicken, Alan. Dwell in that shame for a moment, would you? Janitor's key. Thanks, Hati. Thanks, Pop Pop. I do not have a flashlight yet. Nothing to put in my celebrity suit keyring. Maybe we'll find one down here? Fire extinguisher can be used as a flashlight in a pinch, right? What is that? Just radius to the nearest light source? Thank you. Or do you have a bright idea, Alan? Sorry, Ahti. Oh god, I've created more work for you. With my clumsy boots. Clums boot goofing.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me?
Is that my flashlight? Because it is so fancy. I am turgid with excitement right now. It's like accepting an award. I'd like to thank my publicist
for bringing light to the darkness. I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead.
To move lights. How does that work?
Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed.
Gotta go back to this
now. It held the light now.
It's important to maintain the meta-narrative. So if I put it back... Sweet. Sweet. I'm assuming that's the progress path, so let me race back up here real quick, where there was that other icon. And see if we can get beyond the chain link. Oh, hey,
I felt another surge from the lamp. I could use it again.
No charges? What? Were they dropped? Not even the assault charge? Come on. Okay. Must be some sort of specific areas only for this tutorial sequence? That's fine, I guess. I'll go back. I need to be in the light to retrieve the light. A metaphor for the soul. You cannot help others if you are wandering in darkness. Well, that's bullshit, because I've been wandering in darkness for years, and I somehow manage, every once in a while. Look at this cute little cow. It's got a big smoochable snout. Look at that. Mwah. It's probably a deer, now that I think about it. Really big deer fest parade thing. I don't know why it's on the talk show, but it's hardly any of my business. Collect these VHS tapes. You have a man satchel. Put them in there. Put them in there in case they're important later. Or in case we want to tape some episodes of Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Someone turned Sully into a ghost. Is niche references doing it for anyone? Or just me? Just me. That's good. So I kind of assume when I'm on this side of the chain link, I can open it. That seems to be the area we started in. If I'm perhaps in the light? No. I thought I saw it pop up for a second. There it is.
The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
This again feels like progress, so I'm gonna go up the stairs first. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. And this is probably a dead end anyway, but I must know. But what if it's not a dead end? My fear of missing out. Hey. I found the lamp. Thank you for your help. I love you, and I'm not being facetious. I actually do. I've never had such strong feelings for a man. And I needed you to know. Alright, you can go back to your work now. Thank you. For humoring me. I want to change the reality of the toilets. As I'm sure anyone who's ever had to clean a public restroom would agree. God, I wish I could just change the reality of these toilets. Seemingly no secret alternate realities locked away in the upper room. I should probably just go back down and access the door. But I'm glad we checked, because we got to see Ahti again. And that warms more than just my heart. Also warms my pancreas. Dr. Casper Darling, if anyone needs the gentle glow of an angel lamp, it's your beautiful, beautiful face. Not that there's anything wrong with your currently illuminated face, I'm just saying, you're an angel. And I'd like to reflect that in your lighting situation. Okay. We're back. Seemingly no other interactable areas, so let's find our way all the way back around to the basement, where I wish I could just jump over that thing, but no. Also wish I could go through that door, but no. I'll pass by Ahti again. I like this discussion. I like this discussion that's happening in the chat. Very much. There we are. Back to the basement. Alright, swap realities. Here. Thanks, Alan. You're a good boy. Ah, the gentle glow of the lamplight upon my back. The Harry Garrett show. Gross. Why is his Garrett so hairy? Well, this is a different world entirely. I hope I don't stumble out onto the stage in my underoos and embarrass myself on the Harry Garrett show. Playing cards. What do we got? Queen of Hearts? 3 of Hearts? 3 queens? What are you trying to teach me, Alan? Swoop. Here we go. I love this mechanic. This is so cool. Not sure what that gets me exactly. Let's go back and look. Oh, Harry Garrett. Now we're talking. It does not seem to be a usable light source, as it is not consistent enough. How would I change this? Seem to be the right way to go, however. And can we go back? Oh, good. Whew. We can go back. I'm not sure if I'm just missing something in there. Quick peek. Nope. Not anything worthwhile there. Only areas, because this got cinder blocked. Yeah, okay. So I must be missing something in here. I want to go back to reality. But how do I make this consistent enough to warp off of? I do not know. Maybe there's like an electrical box. I failed to throw the switch on. One reality back. Let's check. It's okay, Alan. You don't always need to use your shoulder. You can just turn the handle. Nothing interactable here. Swap us back. But I'm guessing any change made would need to happen in the Harry Garrett universe swap one more time. And then is there anything I missed? Artie, the power is inconsistent. Guide me. I think there's hiss in the tubes. This feels like anything beyond this, effectively, would be going too far back. There was the question of whether or not there was anything up these stairs. And maybe I've walked right past an important switch. But no. Is there an up staircase back where the new hallway appeared? I will happily check. I could be very foolishly inobservant. And that's not really a hypothetical. I am very foolishly inobservant. Swap realities one more time. Ah, so foolish. Thank you. I must have walked by that 2 or 3 times. Let's check up here. I appreciate you. Boop.
I needed to find another way out.
Aw. What a shame. Okay. What else have I missed? It's a long list. The fact that this window exists makes me think it must have something to do with the proceedings, but it seems to not. Nothing interactable there. Can't swap realities here. There are no alternate pathways. There just must be something I'm missing about this room. It's obvious you're supposed to swap realities here, but it will not activate. I don't have any other options. Pressing all the buttons just in case. So I'm a little confused. It is quite dark here. I wish, in addition to being able to swap realities, I wish you could just use it as a flashlight. It's so very dim. As am I. Me and my broken flashlight have something in common, as we are both quite dim. So, can't go up the stairs, or can't go past the stairs. We can't swap realities back at the balcony, otherwise we're trapped on this upper level. What am I going to do with myself? There's definitely no way, like the light source in there is consistent and usable. Is there no way to grab it from here so as to change the reality? No. Doesn't even give me the half prompt. Alright, Alan. You've ridden yourself into a bit of a pickle here, my love. Would you care to explain yourself? This doesn't seem to be a bright enough light source to be of any use to us. Nothing else interactable up here. And the door is not going anywhere. So it seems like that's a later option. Weird. Not as though I can break a box or anything to get my head further out this window. So unless I missed something in the previous reality, I'm not noticing what needs to be changed here. Aha! I'll wrap myself in this tarp and reflect the vicious television radiation back into it, therefore strengthening the signal. I'm sure this is a very, very easy and logical explanation. I do not know what it is. Was there anything we could change in Garrett Land to affect that window or other space? And maybe our only option to go back a reality and fiddle while Rome burns. We'll get there eventually. Alan, you're so dramatic. I like it. That's gonna come in handy later when we're being chased. I like you, Alan. So, we can change this, which opens up the cinder block doorway. Let's check up the stairs in this reality, which I don't believe we've done. Still locked. Good, good. Everything looks mustier here, as though there was some water damage. But maybe I'm just misremembering, and it was always that way. The window still exists in this reality, and is still effectively as blocked. Though isn't there like a diagonal wooden board in the next reality? Here. I can't remember if I've done this in this reality or not. It is stronger here. Okay.
The dark place wants to drown me.
I'll take it.
I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember the clicker, the light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now.
Thank you for
the
bearing
lamp
with
the
me.
switch
Sorry
was
that
cut
took so
from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror reel. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral in the darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, and the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean. And a lake that's not a lake.
It's fun to watch yourself lose your mind. Oh no, I need more. Get back here, Alan. The heavy implication of what he just said is that the clicker from the first game, the item object of power, my apologies, that allows him to beat back the dark presence. The clicker itself is cut off from the lamp he's now holding, the angel lamp. So they are like one and the same device, severed from one another. And that is so cool, and it just made me wonder if there was ever a angel lamp file in Control. But I don't think there was. It seems to be a new manifestation. This is jazzy as hell.
What are you looking at? Is it your face on a pane of glass?
What a wonderful time.
Somehow this window becomes a trap. On this.
Alright, we're at 2 hours 30 minutes. I'm not done playing yet, but let me just very briefly grab another cup of coffee and restart the stream so that we can sneakily have 2 episodes instead of just one giant behemoth episode. So if you're sticking around, refresh it in like 2 minutes. I'll be right back with you. And I love you very much. Goodbye.